According to the Syfy channel, Sharknado is officially over. They were hinting at a reboot at the end of the 6th movie, so we'll see what happens. But now we are done with the Sharknado films. I've watched all 6 of these back to back. I don't know why I lost it. I watched all these movies, and the first one was released in 2013 and was about a tornado full of sharks. And for some reason, these sharks were able to live outside of the water and attack people. I don't know what they were thinking of, but we got that movie. Then we got a second one, and then a third one called Oh Hell No. And then we had a fourth one, The Fourth Awakens. Then we had the fifth one, Global Swarming. And now the sixth one, The Last Sharknado, It's About Time. These movies have gotten ridiculous. It's gotten to the point where we had a tornado with a shark, and now we have an army of Tara Reid in the future. It's gotten to a point where they almost forgot about the Sharknadoes. But we're here today to talk about the 6 Sharknado movies and rank them from worst to best. I was originally going to rank them from stupid to stupider. But the problem with that is that each one just got worse and worse as it went along. Make sure to comment down below with how you would rank all 6 of these Sharknado movies from worst to best. Let's start this list off with number 6, The Last Sharknado, It's About Time, or simply Sharknado 6. This is easily the worst Sharknado movie. They forgot a lot about Sharknadoes. It was focused more on relationships between Nova and her grandfather, or Finn and April, and then we had an army of Tara Reid at the end of the movie. It's almost like they wanted to do much more than just having Sharknadoes in the movie. It was ridiculous. There were so many things in this movie that they placed in there that they forgot about for the rest of the movie, and they did not even address it. A couple of scenes in the early part of the movie where they had someone that wanted to rule King Arthur era. They wanted to rule the land, and then they forgot about that character, and then for some reason one of the characters became a woman and then back to a man. They really didn't address that as well. So there's many things in this movie that they did not touch upon, and they just completely forgot about it, and this movie got way too ridiculous. Coming in at number 5 is Sharknado IV, The Fourth Awakens. This is a really stupid movie. Doesn't really make sense. None of them make sense at all. But this one was mainly focused on having so many cameos and so many pop culture references. Like the 6th movie, it seemed like that was their main focus, was just to have these pop culture references so people could, you know, hey, I remember that scene, or hey, I remember that line, just kind of, you know, have this knowledge of pop culture. They came aplenty. It almost seemed like the story was like non-existent because they were focused on these pop culture references and cameos. Some of them were clever, some of them were downright stupid, but we can admit that there was a lot of them. Coming in at number 4 is Sharknado V, Global Swarming. This has to have one of the stupidest things in the movie. Finn's son gets trapped in a Sharknado, and his helmet is able to protect him from anything. And he's traveling in the Sharknado at like 500 miles per hour, and they are after him. They are searching for their son in the Sharknado as he's going along through different cities. Coming at number 3 is Sharknado II. Sharknado II was a lot of fun. It's stupid, like every single Sharknado movie, but there is so many memorable moments in here, especially like when Finn is riding a shark down from the sky, and he's just riding it and he's having a blast. Certain scenes like that really stand out to make this movie an enjoyable film. It's stupid, it's ridiculous, not written really well, bad acting, but when you look at it, it's a fun film. Coming at number 2 is Sharknado III, Oh Hell No. This movie is similar to Jaws Revenge. The Sharknado is traveling from the East Coast down to Florida, and Finn has to track it to save the kids and save everybody from the Sharknado attack. Now this one takes place some parts at Universal Studios, and it's still ridiculous. It's a poorly done movie. Green screen looks stupid, But similar to Sharknado 2, this movie had some very memorable moments, like them getting stuck inside the Universal thing, the globe at Universal Studios. They got stuck in it, and then they were riding it through Universal Studios. Certain scenes like that just really stand out. Stupid, but I had a lot of fun with Sharknado 3, and the cast kind of just, you know, embraced the corniness from this movie and had a blast filming it. So that leads us to the very best Sharknado movie. I can't say that any of these movies are best Sharknado movies, but that is Sharknado 1. This movie started it all. When you compare this movie to the upcoming sequels, it almost feels like a believable movie. It's a tame movie. I could understand that a shark would be in a tornado. A dead shark, maybe. But they took this idea and they ran with it. And they had put it on TV. They did not care about the green screens. They did not care about the effects, the acting. They wanted to create a stupid movie. And they succeeded with that. They created a very enjoyable movie that's so bad it's a good kind of film. One where you can sit and laugh at. The one good thing about this movie is that they kind of captured what people would go through if they were in a Sharknado. They were worrying about their family. Finn went to see his ex-wife and find his daughter. He was searching for people that he loved. That's realistic, I'll give it that. But the whole movie was not. So that one gleaming light in this movie, that it was realistic for what someone would do in a situation like this. Go find his loved ones and protect them. And the other ones just don't make sense at all. So you guys have it, all 6 Sharknado movies ranked from worst to best. How would you rank these ones? I understand that these movies are dumb. The green screen's bad, the acting's bad, effects are bad, the story's bad, the structure bad, transitions, everything about this movie is bad. But a lot of them are so bad it's good that you can sit back, relax, and laugh at how stupid these movies are. I found myself shaking my head and going, oh my god, that just happened. Many times throughout this series, and it's fun. I mean, I had fun watching these movies, regardless the fact that they are bad. Thank you guys for checking out my ranking video for all 6 Sharknado movies. I actually reviewed the 6th Sharknado movie. If you want to check that out, it's on my channel. You guys are the best as always. This is Just Watch Movies, and you guys stay classy.